Hey everybody, I always get on Facebook Live and then I realize, maybe my screen is not as clear as it should be, but I'm not going to worry about that today. I'm just going to wait for a couple of you all to get here and show you some of the things that I got. Now, I didn't go to the mini show. Will you tell Trinity I'm doing a Facebook Live? She's texting me. I didn't go to the mini show with... what I went for and I accomplished was finding different people who had things that were of the occult variety for two reasons. Because I have a room in my in the top of my dollhouse that I'm actually going to use as my spell room. Okay. And then when people started seeing me do the minis, they were like, okay, are you going to do this for other people? So that's the goal at some point, especially because my daughter Ricky has been really good with the business. Keep in mind, I bought this stuff wholesale. I am not that crazy, but there's a couple disappointments from today. I'll show them last because I didn't realize until I got home a couple of things. But for the most part, very happy with what I got. So let's start where I started when I actually thought I was going to save money. Okay. I went to the what is this? The people who own Aztec Miniatures near my town of birth, and well, not birth, when I was raised in a small town in Ohio, and I was able to get the nursery set for the kids' rooms, and I was able to get the bedroom set, and this was like 10 and this was 15. So I was able to get bedroom furniture for 2 of the bedrooms in the house. But I really went for a cult mini. So let me show you some of the stuff I got. So now this was my joy and my heartbreak, because first of all, when I thought I was going to be saving money, I bought this couch for the room upstairs, and it was only $7. But then my daughter found this one. So I told the woman I wanted the red couch and red chairs. She gave me 2 white chairs. So I'm going to have to call them when they get back to their location in West Virginia this week and tell them they gave me the wrong chairs. So I'm really sad about that because they were red, just like this couch. So I'm probably going to be selling that or incorporating that into another space because the rest of my house is kind of ultra modern. So I'm going to see if I can work with one hand and put that back in there without breaking it. There we go. So let me show you some of the really cool things I got. Freda always helps me make things look so beautiful. So I bought this for her altar. And it's perfume bottles and roses and everything that she loves. So one of the things you can do with your miniatures is put them on the altars for your spirits. So that's going to go for Azili Freda. I bought her a little purse. Okay, and then I also, before I found that, I found her another grooming set. So those are actually going to be altar items. And, hopefully in the future, if I'm building somebody an altar, I can offer that up to them. The witchcraft stuff was incredible though. This was a spell book I found, and it's got, you guys are going to have to bear with me because I have to work very gently to get these off, and I wasn't thinking before I started. Get this rubber band off. This one woman, I could tell she was a witch. She didn't want to admit it. She said sometimes makes these grimoires, and she wrote every single spell. There are literal spells in this book that she wrote, and I'm trying to be gentle because these things can break, but these are literal spells, and I know you can't see the little typing, but she wrote all of the spells in this book. Another thing that I bought from her, where is it? Where is it? Oh, I bought a La Madama from her. So there'll be an altar for her. I actually bought this other lady. This is bone broth. I bought some pretty cool cauldrons. This one has actual literal shells, I believe, in it. So, if you're making up a concoction. This I bought from the same woman that did the spell book. This, I have my dollhouse wired for lights, and this lights up when you plug it in. So this is a little lamp. Miniatures have pretty miniature prices, but now when I first came in there, they told me I needed to see this dude from Island Craft Miniatures, and I've got a number of crystal balls from him, this being one of them. So I bought in duplicate because I'm going to put one in my room, and I'm going to put one in a room box that I'm going to make and sell on my website. He has little miniature owls. I don't know if you can see them in the package. I'm reticent to take some of this stuff out of the package. These are like iron owls. So I bought like 3 or 4 of those. Oh, this is what really got me though. My daughter found these. The Buddhas. These are incredibly heavy. But these are 12 scale Buddhas, and I bought 3 of these. Someplace, I don't know where, I found a fondue pot. And I thought that was pretty cool. Now, there's a woman, and I filmed live from her table, who sells crystals. So I bought, and mind you, as I say, I bought them wholesale because I plan to do projects with them and sell the projects. But these are going to all go in my model room, kind of like a model house. And these here, does amethyst. I think that might be citrine. I know we got some rose quartz there. And I thought I had another box of the globes, and I'm not sure where they are. I'll have to look. But maybe I just bought 2, but I swear I bought 3. But did I go through that? No, I didn't go through that bag, y'all. Whoa, I got more than 3. Okay, might have got a little happy here, y'all. But Rakia, can you help me unbox some of this stuff? Because I can't do it with one hand. Oh, okay. Stuff that would look real interesting in the room. This is walnut plug. So, I even saw an apothecary sign, but I think I can do it better myself. I found these urns, and I wish I could find tops for them because they would make excellent mini Orisha altars, you know, like for Yemaya. But I just got them because they were really nice and inexpensive. I also got my living room, and the other rooms are modern, so I bought this chair for my living room. I got a scrying mirror for that room. I got a herbal scale for the room. I'm in the furniture. I got a honey pot for the room for honey jar spells. I even got a regular pot for other type of spells. So like I said, I wish I could take them out, but I don't want to. Some of this stuff needs to stay boxed, but I unboxed the stuff that was just wrapped up. So hard to focus on these things because there's so little, and the light's probably not as good as it should be in here. But candlesticks, now check this out. There are a lot of occultists that they're on the down low because this woman makes miniature runes. These are miniature runes that she carved and researched herself with a candle for divination. And I can't get that to focus really good. But these are, you see the tip of my finger, right? These are miniature runes that she carved. The same lady that sells all these crystals that I cannot, hold on a second, unbox all of them at the time. I didn't realize I still had several here in boxes that I didn't unbox. She had these opalite crystal balls. And so, of course, I bought 2 because I'm using one in the room and one for a client. And when they're held up against other pieces of paper and things like that, you know, they're absolutely beautiful. Oh, yeah, we ain't got to none of the, you hold on, y'all. Little oil bottle, and it literally says oil. Okay. I bought a mirror for Freda's altar. So like I said, we can make miniature altars for your deities with miniature items, especially if you're stuck in space. I showed you guys this crystal table in the video there, and I got that. And these double tier tables are very easy to get. And I will, you know, you find places that are selling crystal chips. But, you know, if you want one of these in your house, let me know because I can do that. I have to make it a little bit different, not to pinch off of her idea. Another person, I think the same person I bought Freda's little set with, her boudoir set, another witchcraft, complete with wand, spell book, bottles of all kinds of good things, and a dripping candle. So, yeah, pretty excited about that. Like, most of the upstairs, you know, I'm going to do the altar room first. Other miniature little crystal balls that I like, and I plan on implementing in custom pieces that I'm going to do for clients. So, one's going to go in my room, and the other one, I'm trying to get it to focus. Let's see if it focuses. Wow, it's so hard with the miniatures. I'm going to have to take my DSLR out to shoot pictures. Little candlesticks. And you can see how small they are in comparison to my hand. Little bottles, genie bottles. I got a couple of those. I got a little fairy wand. Oh, but this is lovely. These are real cast iron, y'all. These are cauldrons. Real cast iron miniature cauldrons. Okay. And so I got a couple of those. So like I said, one's going in my room. One's going in my work. Little scissors. I got 2 of those. Because, you know, what's a witch without a good pair of ornate scissors? Book stack. Look at that. That's going to go upstairs as well. So like, you know, the whole theme of that room is going to be like dark, Victorian, very witchy. But the rest of my house is going to be fairly modern. Some goblets. I don't know if you guys can see those there. These are goblets. So I got a couple of those. I found a fondue pot. I think I showed you that already. Another thing I want to do is offerings. An offering and a homemade miniature soul food. So I got some of the platters and things like that. And plates and more platters, because I plan on making chitlins and fried chicken and all kinds of stuff like that. Let's see what else we have here. Got some wall lamps. So like I said, I have these are LEDs. This is one that's going to hang over my kitchen because it's going to be IKEA-esque. Melissa, who's on this broadcast, they have a 3D printing company. Melissa typed the name, tell them about the Instagram, but she made me bookcases and an Eames table. So that the kitchen's going to be a little industrial, and that's the ceiling pendant that's going to hang from the ceiling. There I got LED lights in I wired the dollhouse so that there'll be ceiling lights and places for wall sconces, especially upstairs. I'm going to get some electrified wall sconces. So pretty much that's the stuff that I got for my projects that are hopefully eventually going to turn into a miniature business for occult miniatures. Now, let me tell you, I did get myself some fun stuff because I can't afford an Hermes bag. And there was this Asian lady there. Asians love miniatures. It's not a stereotype. They're amazing. And they have some of the best stuff. Yeah, I showed the dollhouse. But I'll take y'all in there in a minute and show it to you again, okay? So this is an Hermes bag, y'all. And after I bought everything, say hi, Sanaya, as you chit-chat during my video. What happened to the shopping bag? I asked her to throw me in a shopping bag, and I'm trying to see where it is. But I already had a miniature Louis Vuitton bag that I got at a garage sale. So I got a wallet. Here's a little scoop for the root room. Look at this. This was my fun stash. That's oh God, I'm so tired. Chanel little cologne bottle, and then there's a little Chanel silver night out on the town purse, and then there's a stack of books. I've just realized how easy it is to make some of these things, and that's another reason why I brought some of these things to study how they're made. You know, like I said, this was one of my favorite finds. I'm gonna show you all this again. The skulls that all light up. I tried to stay away, and I talked to them about that, of the kitschy, fake witchcraft stuff. I wanted stuff that really kind of emulated my actual practice. And so that's why I did that. Why I got certain things that I did. I'm going to turn the camera around on me, and I'm going to sit up. Now, I had some disappointments too. The hinges were put on wrong, and when we tried to bend them the proper way for this room divider, they broke. So I'm going to have to reconfigure that with some new hinges. But it was probably all of $2 or $3. So I am not going to trip on that. So, you know, I started doing projects, dollhouse stuff with the original Elizabeth Ruth, my grandmother. And, you know, I vowed that if my daughter ever asked me for a dollhouse one day, I'd build her one. Well, I did. And then I started practicing root work and put the house down for 2 years, and while I was studying. And my daughter has lost interest, but I still have interest. Look at this. These are real bones. That was bought from the lady who I got the crystal table from. And there are other crystals here that I'm going to open, but I can't, it's going to look all silly on camera. So I'm going to talk to y'all first while I get these boxes open. But these are actual crystal spheres. They're just in 1/12 scale. And I wanted my people in my dollhouse to live the way I live. So I'm going to turn this around. Wait a minute. I got another box to open. So you name it, you know, this stuff, it does add up. I'm a little sick. I'm not even going to add up the receipts. But, you know, I've been working hard. I never buy anything for myself, really. It's usually the kids of the business. So this is my Christmas gift. I also bought Sanaya a new dollhouse to put together, but it was only $63, and it's beautiful. Is this pyrite? Yeah. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I'm just trying to get these boxes open. I'm going to turn this back around. So these are all the miniature crystals I got. Rhodochrosite. That's huge, though. It's like, imagine like a big, like, centerpiece table thing. Okay. And then we've got some onyx and tourmaline, and I believe that's rose quartz there. There's pyrite right there. And then we've got amethyst. I believe that's citrine. That might be, I don't know if that's angelite or not. But this is malachite, a malachite ball. Here with tourmaline and a Hermiker diamond in quotation marks. So it's probably just glass. And I got a scrying mirror. I don't know. I'm starting to repeat myself, but I wish I could have found these with tops because they would be perfect for Orishas. Yeah, this is my hobby. Win of the day, y'all. I'm gonna have to wait till it's daylight, Zach. I'll let you all know when there's some better light, and I'll show you the rest of the dollhouse. But there was no hole to get to the upstairs. Naya, can you be quiet for just a minute? I'll be done soon, I promise. Okay? There's no stair steps up to the 3rd floor. I found what I've been looking for, Melissa. I think I talked to you about this. This is a fold down ladder. It was being used in a garage model that the guy had at the dollhouse show. This is a ladder that folds down from the ceiling. So I'm going to cut a hole into the root room floor, and I'm going to put in this drop ladder. So that's their access, and it's going to be access from the master bedroom. Okay. Yeah. So, it says quote unquote diamond. So obviously this, Hermiker diamond is, you know, rarer than diamonds. I didn't know that. That's a crystal I'd not really heard of. I just, you know, I saw the pretty. Oh, and look at this gigantic, well, it will be gigantic in the dollhouse world, crystal point. That I'm going to put in the root room. So now I'm, you know, like I said, they gave me white chairs to go with my red couch. And they were only $14 for the pair, but I'm a little dismayed that I got here and I have white chairs. So I'm going to have to contact them, but it's going to take them days to get back to Hanley House. Oh, I had the woman who makes the designer, the Hermes bags and the Chanel and the Louis Vuitton. What is this here? Oh, and like I told you, I got a little bottle of Chanel cologne. I mean, these things don't cost that much until you buy a shit ton of everything. But I said, you know, why don't you throw me in one of those shopping bags? And she did. So people are making these, you know, and I don't think that, you know, it's that hard. That's probably a stamp that she had made to stamp directly on the bag. I mean, literally, y'all, you can make a miniature bag out of folded paper and string. So a lot of this stuff, yes, I did buy because I want to study how other people are doing things, especially the crystals, because crystal chips are not hard to come across, but just to study how things are made. So, and then the ideas that people have, so I can expound upon them. I also have a lot of pictures that I took of different things. So, yeah, I'm not too bummed about too much of this, just my chairs and my folding screen. But other than that, you know, it's the spell book. And the woman said she wrote every single spell in this book. And there are literally, if you open it, there are real words and real spells. And I can't do this with one hand. And Rakia's got the baby in her hands. But she said she put in, you know, all of the different spells. I've even figured out with the guy from Long Island who sold me the drop ladder how to make 4 different room boxes to represent earth, air, fire, water, and then how to mount another box on the top for spirit. So, yeah. And there's a shop in Dayton called Magic and Miniatures, Zach. And we need to get her to Dayton Pagan Pride. So you need to find her. Because I couldn't, after I bought this stash that you see here, and like I said, it all started with the Buddhas, wherever the Buddhas are, and the crystal balls. And then it was all over after that. Once I saw these Buddhas, I knew it was on like Donkey Kong. Okay. So, and the owls, and these are iron. These are very heavy. I wish the light was better, you guys. But I just, I sat here and unboxed everything. And so there's a ton of the spell working stuff that people make. And, you want to study this because, I mean, honestly, you can shrink anything on a printer. You can write anything. You can shrink it. You can take it into Photoshop. You can shrink it in itty bitty, and you can make spell books and all kinds of interesting things. So, yeah, yes. I have her information, Zach. I'll forward it to you. It is unlike Donkey Kong because now you look at some of the stuff that people make, and it's like, oh, well, miniature books are simply wood blocks cut with printed paper around them, and then they're painted. So, I mean, that's how they made these. You take a book cover, you photocopy it, you shrink it down. You can also buy the printables, and then you adhere it to a wood block and paint the wood block gold. The grain from the wood block will then look like pages. And I know you can't see it really that good here, but I mean, some of this stuff is easy to make. Some of this stuff, you've got to be an artisan. Other stuff, like this crystal stuff, you just got to be smart, because this woman was smart. I am mind blown by some of this stuff. Oh, and then here I have another witch box I didn't show you guys. Another witch box. So if you guys are interested, and I ain't gonna lie, y'all, because of the time and the materials that these take, they will not be cheap. My boxes are probably going to start off around $1,000. Simply because the stuff takes time. And if you want it to look exquisite and not homemade. And see, that's my thing. I don't like homemade looking stuff. I want it to look, for real, Sanaya? For real? Sanaya's got little skeletons. Let me see your skeletons so I can show them. Look, they even have, no, just one, baby. It's fine. Just one. Just one. You're going to drop that. Look at that. She won a free prize at the place that gave me the white chairs and little skeletons. I mean, and especially for Halloween. But like I said, I tried to talk to these people. I'm like, look, there's really there's a market for this. There are occultists that want to emulate the rooms that they have or the altars that they have in their houses, in their miniatures. And y'all need to stop selling all this kitschy stuff and research you some real witchcraft and make some real stuff. Because all of the jars that were there, like, aside from that crystal lady with the real bones and stuff, they had stuff like eye of newt and eyeballs in the jars. And see, I'm going to put herbs and roots in my little jars that I put in my room box. Okay? Because even if the herbs go bad, you're not going to be using them. Now, if there's a miniature altar, you're going to want to need to refresh them. And so I would talk to my client about what they wanted for the room. And I plan on definitely commissioning pieces with artists like Melissa and her partner, because they do a lot, like the shelves and stuff like that. I can, get fabricated from them, or somebody has a laser cutter, and you can build your own stuff. So because I saw several items, like one, it was a witch shelf and had a lot of stuff on it, and I'll post a picture, and it's $50. And I'm like, no, I can just look at that and go buy a standard like bureau or Hoosier sink or whatever, a cabinet, and make that myself. But I wanted some inspiration. These are pieces that I really wanted to get. And I'm just, jewelry findings. So you get small round crystals, you get you some jewelry findings, and you make you a crystal ball. And not everybody has that time or patience, so I'll do it. I'm still tripping on the little runes. Did you guys see the itty bitty runes? The itty bitty runes that are in this bag? She hand carved the symbols on the runes herself. That's polymer clay. How she's hand carved those itty bitty ass runes on there is beyond me, but I'm gonna find out. So yeah, there's a plethora of stuff. This is like, witch life, just shrunk in miniature, and I'm pretty excited about the things that I found today. Now I've got to go put it all up very carefully, because I still have to paint and do the finishings on the inside of the house. So yeah, I'm pretty happy, but as usual, when I spend money, I get a little stressed out. So I'm just a teeny bit stressed right now. So anyways, wanted to show you guys that stuff. I hope you enjoyed looking at it, and I will be posting pictures, wood burner tools. It's possible. Yeah, but man, I mean, these are tiny. She probably did this, honest to God, with a toothpick or something very even smaller than that, like a piece of wire. And then what she did was is she put the dark paint inside, wiped off the top, or she probably shadowed them with a polymer, with clay pastel chalk to get the darker color in there. I don't know how she did it. That's some, like I said, there's some of this stuff like these itty bitty candlesticks. I got to figure this out. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I can make the candle out of polymer clay, and you know, they've even got drips on them. But as far as this little base, I don't know. We didn't see a lot of 3D printing because these are metal, but we did see a lot of laser cutting. And, you know, they try to throw shade if it's not handcrafted, but a lot of this stuff, I don't know. I think a lot of it is made in factories, but I don't know. Because it is pretty inexpensive individually. It's just when you buy a haul like I did, it can get a little bit up there. So anyways, I'm going to put all of these things away to keep them nice, and figure out how I'm going to fix my divider screen that they had the, yeah, they could be charms. People wear them. Yeah, a lot of miniature artists make jewelry. So you could honestly put some of the stuff on a chain, like the crystal balls and different things, I would suppose. But my thing is making miniature rooms. When I bought my dollhouse, I didn't think I was going to buy a real house again. And so I was going to just throw all of my ideas into the house. But the spirits were really good to me, and I was able to buy another house. And that's another reason why this dollhouse ain't done. So between Hoodoo and my home and Big Liz Conjure kind of blowing the fuck up, I have it. Really? Wait a minute. They gave you wine bottles. Look at this. Can I have one? Can Grandma have one of your wine bottles? Look, y'all. Little wine bottles. And sometimes they have real wine in them. But I think these are just blown glass. Oh, my friend Robin's a glass blower. I'm gonna need to talk to her. Here, let's put these let's put these away so they don't break. Okay, we'll put the wine bottles away. Okay, all right. When we get your dollhouse done, I give them back to you, but I don't want you to break these because these are really cute. So I got her a dollhouse because she needs to stay up out of mine. Okay. So, all right. Well, I'm done, and I will talk to you guys soon because I gotta put all this now that I've taken it all out and looked at all of it and showed it to you. They gotta put it all back because I'm still working on the inside of the house. I can't just go throw it up in the house right now because there's also tables. I'm still looking for a big desk for the root room, big work table, and a reading table. And that's another thing, like miniature tarot card boxes. And this one woman had this weird thing called a tarot game, and their Ouija boards just sucked. So I am going to work on making better ones. So my next purchase is probably going to be a laser cutter so that I can make really nice wood objects. From Randy the Seamus from Magical Druid on the expressway, somebody whistled and honked, and I'm like, and we looked over and it was him, and he does a lot of this art. So I might just take some of my designs and stuff down to him and see what we can come up with. So there you go. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I'm especially with my trap door, my ladder that will lead up to the root room. It's expensive in bulk, you know, like this. I got happy. This is $80 retail, and I bought it wholesale. You know, but when I stopped to really think about what something like this may cost, but then you're also paying for the artist's time and them putting it together, sourcing and stuff like that. So, you know, some of this stuff, but most of this stuff you see here is $2 and $3. Now my little treat, that was $25. That's probably my most expensive thing here other than the crystal table was this bag here. And it's an Hermes duplicate. So, but the rest of the stuff, like, you know, I bought all these dishes for $3. And all these dishes for $3. And all these dishes, these are platters for $3. Wouldn't these make lovely offering plates with food on there for your spirits? So, like I said, you know, it just depends on what you buy. But like I said, I'm in business, so I have wholesale. So I buy the stuff wholesale, and then I'm going to be using my room as an example in my dollhouse. And hopefully there are going to be people in the occult that are interested in miniature shrines and miniature room boxes. Seriously, Sanaya? For real? Seriously? I asked you, could you be quiet for a minute? For real? Wait a minute, you got all them wine bottles? They give you all that? That was the free gift? All right, I'm going to put that away because it's glass. But we'll put them in your dollhouse when we build your dollhouse, okay? But I'm going to wrap these up and keep them safe. You can play with the skeletons, but these little wine bottles are just to die for, y'all. Aren't they cute? They're just amazing. Okay, all right. I've kept you all bored with my little collection long enough. This is my Christmas gift. This is my birthday gift. I ain't going to be able to buy nothing else for myself for a while. Because I lost my whole black mind today. Bye, y'all.